And in this video, you're about to discover 10 terrifying ocean mysteries that prove how little we truly understand about the world beneath us. Let's dive in. We've explored space, landed on the moon, sent robots to Mars. But there's one place on Earth we're still afraid to fully explore. Right beneath your feet, under the waves, lies a world darker than space. A world so vast, so deep, that more than 80% of it remains unexplored. No maps, no footage, no idea what's really there. Imagine living in a house and not knowing what's inside most of its rooms. That is Earth. Here's the terrifying truth. We have better maps of Mars than we do of our own ocean floor. Mars, a planet millions of kilometers away, but the ocean, right here, touching our shores, and we barely understand it. You know, the scariest place isn't the sky above us. Maybe it's the water below. If you fall into the deep ocean, you won't drown first. Something else will get you. As you sink, the sunlight fades. At 200 meters, it's dim. At 1,000 meters, it's complete darkness. But the real danger isn't what you see. It's what you can't feel at first. The deeper you go, the ocean presses against you. Harder. Heavier. At around 4,000 meters, the pressure is so intense, it's like 50 airplanes crushing your body at once. Your lungs collapse. Your ribs compress. Your body would be crushed inward in seconds. There's a depth in the ocean where survival is not difficulty only. It's impossible. Humans were never designed for that world. The ocean doesn't need monsters. The depth itself is enough to kill you. In a place where humans would be crushed instantly, something is still alive. And it's not just surviving, it's glowing. Below 1,000 meters, sunlight cannot survive. This region is called the midnight zone. Imagine opening your eyes and seeing exactly what you see when they're closed. Dark, just endless black water. And yet, life exists there. Creatures float at 1,000 to 4,000 meters deep, deeper than mountains' heights. In that crushing darkness, tiny blue lights flicker. Not stars, hunters. Some fish dangle glowing lures from their heads. Some flash suddenly to confuse prey. Some blink signals in patterns we still don't fully understand. In a place where sight should be useless, they turned light into a weapon. This glow is called bioluminescence, a chemical reaction inside their bodies. They don't glow for beauty, they glow to trap. So know that, in the deep ocean, when you see a light, you're already being watched. In 1997, scientists heard something in the Pacific Ocean that no one could identify. It wasn't a whale, it wasn't a submarine, it wasn't an earthquake, and it was loud. Underwater microphones picked up a massive sound. It traveled over 5,000 kilometers. That's not normal. Only extremely powerful sources can do that. And the strangest part? It came from deep in the ocean, far below the surface, far from ships, far from land. For a moment, scientists wondered, what kind of creature would need to be that big to make a sound like that? The sound was later nicknamed the Bloop. Years later, researchers suggested it may have been cracking ice from Antarctica. May have been. But for a long time, no one knew what it was. Imagine hiding in the ocean, perfectly still, not moving, not splashing. You think you're safe, but something already knows you're there. In the water, sound and electricity travel differently. Every time your heart beats, every time your muscles move, your body releases tiny electrical signals. Signals you can't feel. But something else can. Sharks. Sharks don't just rely on sight. They have special sensors that detect the faintest electrical impulses in the water. Even a buried fish under sand can't hide. So what about you? This ability is called electroreception. Tiny organs around a shark's head can sense electrical fields. That means even if the water is dark, even if you stay still, your heartbeat might give you away. In the ocean, you don't need to be seen. Your presence is enough. What if the most terrifying ocean creature doesn't even have a name yet? Every single year, scientists discover new species in the deep ocean. Not one or two, hundreds. Strange bodies, transparent skin, teeth too large for their faces. Creatures that don't look like they belong on Earth. And these are only the ones we've found. Remember, we've explored less than 20% of the ocean. That means entire ecosystems may exist without a single human ever seeing them. Some deep-sea expeditions capture creatures on camera that scientists struggle to classify immediately. Not because they're fake, but because they don't fit neatly into what we already know. The deep ocean isn't empty, it's undiscovered. The question isn't whether monsters exist down there. It's how many we haven't met yet. The ocean doesn't just hide creatures, it hides ships, entire cities of steel, gone. Sometimes it isn't a storm, it's silence. A ship moves calmly through freezing water at night. Then, out of the darkness, a white wall appears. An iceberg. No roar, no warning, just a massive floating mountain of ice, silently drifting. By the time it's visible, it's too late. That's exactly what happened to the RMS Titanic. Now it rests nearly 3,800 meters below the surface. Frozen, crushed, untouched by sunlight, and it's only one of millions of wrecks. Icebergs are only the visible threat. The ocean floor is filled with ships lost to storms, rogue waves, hidden reefs, and human error. In the ocean, danger doesn't always scream. Sometimes it drifts. What if there was a part of the ocean where even sea creatures can't survive? There are regions in the ocean called dead zones. Areas where oxygen levels drop so low that most marine life simply cannot exist. Fish enter and suffocate. Crabs crawl in and don't crawl out. No predator or any attack, just invisible airlessness underwater. Slow-moving creatures die first. Faster ones try to escape, and in some zones, only bacteria remain. One of the largest dead zones forms every year in the Gulf of Mexico, and it wasn't created by nature alone. Human activity, pollution, fertilizer runoff, climate change is making these zones grow. This isn't an ancient ocean mystery. It's something we're creating right now. The ocean doesn't just hide death. In some places, it's turning into a silent underwater grave. There is a place on Earth so deep, if you dropped Mount Everest into it, the mountain would disappear. Hidden in the Pacific Ocean lies the Mariana Trench. At its deepest point, Challenger Deep, it reaches nearly 11,000 meters below sea level. That's deeper than commercial planes fly above you. Down there, the pressure is over 1,000 times what we feel at the surface. Darkness is permanent. Temperature hovers near freezing. Communication becomes impossible. Even sending machines there is risky. Metal bends, equipment fails. And yet, something still lives there. Scientists have found small organisms surviving in conditions that should be impossible. Life adapting where humans would be crushed instantly. If something can survive at the bottom of the world, what else is waiting in the depths? Right now, as you're watching this, the ocean is helping you breathe. More than half of the oxygen you inhale doesn't come from forests. It comes from microscopic organisms in the ocean called phytoplankton. Tiny, invisible, floating near the surface. You can't see them. You don't think about them. But every second, they're producing the air filling your lungs. And here's the unsettling part. We barely understand how fragile that system is. If these microscopic life forms collapse, it won't just affect the sea. It affects you. The ocean isn't just hiding monsters. It's quietly keeping you alive. And we still don't fully understand it. The ocean covers most of our planet. It controls our climate. It helps us breathe. And yet, we understand so little of it. If this made you see the ocean differently, don't forget to like and subscribe.